Hey gang, for anyone who's trying to save this holiday season and shop wisely for gifts, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to quickly build a holiday shopping list budget spreadsheet. No fuss, simple to set up, and semi-automated so that you can manage your shopping list and stay on track with your budget. And the best part is that this tool can be used to help you plan for all of the gifts you want to buy this year. Because the best way to save money during any gift-giving season is to plan in advance for who you need to shop for and what you hope to spend. This tool is going to help you do both. Okay, now first things first, make sure you have access to spreadsheet software. In this case, I'm going to use Google Sheets, but you can also use Microsoft if you have that. Okay, let's open our spreadsheet. Let's start by setting up all of the different columns that we'll need. Think of each row in our spreadsheet as representing the individual that you need to buy a gift for. So for each individual, I want to have a checkbox column where I can quickly check off if their gift has been handled, a status column so I can get more specific about where their gift stands, the name of the person I'm getting the gift for, obviously, the amount I hope to spend on their gift, the amount I actually spend on their gift, and then the difference between the two so that I can easily tell if I've gone over. And I'll include a note column as well in case I want to link any of the gifts that I buy online. Okay, now let's add those checkboxes to this done column. And Google Sheets tabs typically start off with, I think, 1,000 rows. And I'm definitely not buying gifts for 1,000 people this year. So let's delete those extra rows towards the bottom by selecting them all, right-clicking, and clicking delete. Okay, so now that we have that, let's just quickly add some groupings here to make this a little easier to manage. Generally speaking, I'm shopping for family, friends, and then maybe others. But feel free to add your own groupings here, like if you need to get gifts for colleagues, or your kids' teachers, or other acquaintances. Now, for those of you who are a bit more advanced with spreadsheets, keep in mind these headers that I'm plugging in won't be sortable. I don't plan to sort my spreadsheet because this is just a simple shopping list, so that's okay with me. But if you want to be able to do that, then instead of doing the groupings like I've done here with these rows, just add another column and keep your groupings there instead using a dropdown. That will be sort friendly. Okay, now let's set up that status column. I'm going to make this a dropdown that indicates what the status of the gift is. So let's open our dropdown settings. And here I'll just plug in a few different options that I find most helpful. Okay, now that that's done, let's move on to our money columns. Okay, the target is going to be what I hope to spend for each gift. This tool will be most useful to you if you can come up with a number for each person on your list. Then the actual spending column is going to be a number that I update manually once I've actually purchased their final gift. This third column here is going to be the difference between what I expected to spend and what I actually spent. So we'll make this one a formula. In my cell, I'm going to subtract the amount I spent from the amount that I targeted. Anything in the negative means that I spent more than I planned, and anything that's positive means I spent less than I planned. We'll see that later on in this video. Okay, now that the base of our spreadsheet is set up, let's add summary pieces to the top that will help give us a bird's eye view of our progress in real time. Let's start with our spending. I'll create a section here that shows the total for what I targeted, what I actually spent, and what I'm over by, if anything. Now let's focus on this first budgeted amount. We want to sum everything in our target column. So let's create a formula that does just that. We can use the sum function here and tell Google Sheets to sum everything that's in the target column. Okay, now it's time to do the same for our actual spending. We're just going to use the same formula like we did with our budgeted amount, except we'll make sure to plug in the column that has the actual amount spent. Okay, and for this last one, we'll take the difference again between these two items to see how much we're over by as a whole. So we're subtracting our actual spent from our budgeted or targeted amount here. Okay, now that we've got our totals, let's see what this actually looks like if I begin to plug in some people that I want to get gifts for. So as you can see, when I plug in my target amounts and what I actually spend, our formula is correctly calculating the difference between the two. This is going to be super helpful for letting me know if I've overspent on any individual gifts. And if we look at the top of our spreadsheet, we can also see what our totals look like in real time. This is going to be super helpful as you plan for both gifting and saving this holiday season. Okay, one more final bonus. Let's say you want to see your spending in relation to your budget using a helpful visual. Let's add a pie chart to the top of our sheet. Now that we have our chart, let's select the proper data to show in the chart settings. In this case, we want to show the amount we spend as a portion of whatever we budgeted. So we'll need to choose this range of cells in order for the pie chart to appear correctly. And perfect. Okay, so now that we've got our basic structure down, let's make some tweaks to make this a little more visually interesting. And by that, I mean adding some font changes, some colors, resizing a few things, and just making our spreadsheet a little prettier overall. Gang, I hope this video helps you to stay organized and fiscally responsible during this holiday season. And if you're in a rush and don't have time to build something like this on your own, feel free to check out my template at the link in the description for something that's already pre-made, has a few more bells and whistles than what we just went over, and is perfectly ready to go. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and for more tips, be sure to subscribe.